Welcome back. I'm doing something a little different this week. I've got permission at a piece of property where there used to be an old house here. I just have got the permission, so I haven't really researched it well yet. But from the looks of this building, it's the only thing left on the property. Looks like it could have been the turn of the century property. I'll try to find out more information about when the original house was built. It's already been torn down. Nothing left of it except some rocks here and there. But yeah, I'm going to check this out and see if I can find any old relics here. Part of it's kind of grown up, but there's still quite a bit of open area. All right, I'll be back when I find something. Here's my first target. I have something ringing up in the mid-70s. Let's check it out and see what it is. It's got a little chirp to there now and then, so it might be junk, but you don't know if you don't check. I'm going to use my shovel today. The owner says they don't care if I dig holes. It's just easier. Sounds like a lot of rock. Or tree roots. Or maybe both. Yep, there it is. An old can. See if we can see what type of can it is. I'm just curious. Looks like an older can. I'm not sure who that is. It's probably an old beer can of some type. Alright, let's move on. Here's the next target. It's ringing up around 95. Let's check that out and see what it is. Probably another can. No, looks like a piece of old pipe, maybe. There's some copper tubing that's been bent. Metal detector sure liked it. There's another piece of it. I'll probably find a lot of trash here from when they tore the house down. Alright, let's fill it in and move on. There's something else ringing up in the 90s again. Check it out. It's probably more pipe, but you don't know if you don't check. Yep. More copper. Alright, let's move on. There's something ringing up in the upper 70s, low 80s. Let's see what that is. Well, we moved it a little bit. Let's see it, whatever it is. Looks like part of an old washer or something that's been broke. Alright, let's fill it in and move on. Here's my next target. It doesn't sound real great. It's a high ringer, but it sounds kind of like junk. I'm going to check it out and find out though. It seems like a pretty big target, so it's probably junk. We won't find out though. Well, there it is. It's an old sink drain, I think. Probably have a bathroom sink. Alright, let's move on. There's something ringing up in the upper 70s, 80. Let's check it out and see what it is. The mosquitoes are horrible here. I don't have much trouble with them at the parks, but I guess where this lot's kind of grown up a little bit, there's lots of mosquitoes around. And there it is. More junk. Another can. Alright, let's move on. There's something ringing up in the low 70s, upper 60s. I think it's too big to be a penny, but I want to dig it up and see what it is. Looks like a piece of old can or tin of some type. All right, let's move on. There's something ringing up in low 90s. Let's see what it is. Probably more trash, but you never know. I'm not sure exactly what that is. It's got threads on the inside of it. Maybe some type of a pipe fitting of some type. All right, let's move on. Here's something ringing up in the upper 30s. Well, there it goes, 40s, 50s. Kind of bounced around a little bit. Actually, I think I see it right on top of the ground. Looks like an old Tonka toy truck or something similar to that. Alright. I'll try to clean this up later and see if I can figure out what it is, but I do believe it's an old Tonka toy truck of some type. Alright, let's move on. Here's another high ringer up in the 90s. Check it out and see what it is. I think I forgot to hit record and I started digging this hole. Whatever it is, it's pretty deep. I'd never dig a hole like this in the park, but I want to say they didn't care if I dig holes. It's just an old abandoned lot. There's one end of it. There it comes. It's an old coil off a car. I don't know what's doing buried in the ground that deep, but that's what it is. All right, let's move on. Here's another high ringing signal. It's in the 90s. Let's see what it is. Or copper pipe. All right, let's move on. I'll probably just start, since I found so much junk, I'll probably just start digging things. If I find anything really interesting, I'll show it to you. All right, let's move on. Here's the last thing I dug. Just another piece of copper pipe. Metal detector loves them. I thought this was interesting because you can actually see where this one's been split, probably frozen, busted, and then cut out that piece and spliced it with something else so at some point. Anyway, I thought that's kind of neat to see that damaged piece. All right, let's move on, see what else we can find. Here's the next thing I found. It's just an old brass nut of some type. All right, let's move on. All right, here's the next thing I found. I think this is an old belt buckle, I think. It's got some writing on it, but I can't make it out here. I'll clean it up and put a better picture in the video. All right, let's move on. All right, here's the next thing I found. Some type of little knob or a key. Not real sure. Anyway, let's move on and see what else we can find. Here's a wrap up of the stuff I found out there at that new permission today. I found a lot of junk. I looked at the ground after I finished up a little bit more, and it looked to me like the house that has a cellar on it, a basement, and it looked like they took a bulldozer or something and pushed dirt out of the yard into the cellar to fill it up. So the ground definitely been disturbed. That's probably why I didn't find more coins and top things like that. A lot of stuff close to the surface probably got pushed into that pit. Anyway, what I did find was I found a bunch of old copper pipes. Sounded really good on a metal detector. I found a old coil out of a car. Had to dig a deep hole to get that out. Got some miscellaneous pieces of metal junk. These are also plumbing pieces, I think. Things that broke off pipes. Got a lot of cans, aluminum trash. And I did find this pipe here. I thought it was kind of interesting. It looked like it had been frozen and split the pipe, and they cut it out. I thought it was neat to find that had been discarded. And some of the nicer finds, old stuff, but nothing really valuable, I don't think. This is a drain stopper out of a sink. Most of the new ones are made out of plastic. I think this is off a Tonka toy truck of some type. I'm not sure what type, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is from the color of it. And I wasn't sure what this was at first, but after I got a closer look at it, I think it might be like a string wind-up key, like you get off a guitar or other musical instrument. Looks like the gear's been broken off of it, but pretty sure that's what that is. If anybody else has any ideas, just comment, let me know what you think. But that's my best guess at it. And I guess one of my best finds was this belt buckle. It says University of Tennessee on it. Vols. It's got a little picture of football on it. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'll take a better picture of it and put it in the video. And on the back it says Hickok plated. I guess that's the manufacturer of it. Never heard of them before. It looks pretty old. It's pretty beat up and bent, so it's probably not worth anything, but I wonder if it was plated silver, since it says plated on it. I see kind of a silver look right there, but most of the plating's gone, it looks like. Anyway, it's always fun getting out there just seeing what I can find. That's really the first private permission I've been on. Had a lot of trouble with mosquitoes, and there's some wooded areas on there that's really growing up right now. It cools off, leaves die down, some of the poison ivy dies off. I'll try to get back out there and look around the wooded areas where they probably didn't bulldoze and see if I can find anything in there. Well, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.